Cooking salmon isn't as intimidating as it looks. I've got a super simple broiled salmon with lemon butter that anyone is gonna be able to perfect the first time out of the box. I'm Andrew Zimmern, and this is Seafood Without the Catch. The key to this dish? Fresh, sustainably raised or wild-caught salmon from Hy-Vee. Are there big differences between farm-raised and wild?
If I have fresh wild salmon, I'm gonna say this is what you want because that's the best there is. Out of season, the farm-raised salmon is great. Sustainably harvested, it is sustainably raised. So when you come in, you know you're getting great salmon.
So I'm gonna broil my salmon. Is there something you would recommend out of the case today?
I would recommend the coho salmon that we have in the case. It's got the great flavor profile, it's easy to cook, and it looks beautiful.
Well, I can't wait to take some of this coho salmon back to my kitchen and cook it up for my family. Broiled salmon. I have this beautiful piece of coho. It's got the skin on, no scales. Salmon skin is delicious to eat. You can eat the fish off the top of the skin if you don't like it, but I would resist the temptation to have your fishmonger take the fillet off the skin because that skin there is going to protect it from sticking as well. I'm gonna make a light cut there. I'm gonna make a light cut here. Why do I do that? The tail, right, which moves that big fin, is just ever so slightly tougher than the rest of the salmon. The nose here that's up by the head just has an irregular shape, and I throw them in the freezer. And I'll use it for seafood soups like cioppino or salmon and potato chowders. Okay, we can get 5 pieces of salmon that are all gonna weigh around 6 ounces. Brush your salmon with the mayonnaise. Mayonnaise glazes up and caramelizes so well. Next thing, I like to use dill, tarragon, parsley, chive, and I'm just gonna mix these together. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on each fillet, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. And then this is ready to go into the broiler. Remember with a broiler, you're really regulating heat based on how close it is to the heating source. I want to be between 4 to 6 inches away. I think that'll take about 6 minutes. What to do with all the rest of these herbs? We're going to make a compound butter. That's a fancy way of saying flavored butter. Shallots. I'm gonna use the zest of a whole lemon, then squeeze the lemon juice. I had butter that I set out at room temperature. The standing mixer combines my ingredients, but it also whips air into it, so it makes it light and fluffy. I put a teaspoon or 2 on top of each piece of salmon when it comes out of the oven. Okay, so I've got some asparagus here. Fish. It's been about 5-6 minutes. Pull that out. Piece number 1, piece number 2. And then because that top is nice and warm, a dollop of that herb butter will start melting on there. Tomatoes, such a beautiful combination. This beautiful dill. That's all there is to it. Visit the fish counter at your local Hy-Vee and grab some salmon and try this recipe. That compound butter, the mayonnaise, and the toasty herbs, look at that. Fantastic. That salmon is so sweet. Beautiful, beautiful fresh salmon from Hy-Vee.